YouTube looks good. Benny Matthews here with the vibrations. Coming here to serve you, man. Let's get right into the video. So I don't know if I've explained to you guys why I started my dreadlock journey or how I got here. Probably did. I probably mentioned it in a couple of videos before, but I don't think I've really got in depth with it. And I thought for you guys, might as well, let me just explain to you guys my personal journey and well, actually, just why I actually started my dreadlocks. I said a long time ago before that I was going to make a before and after dreadlock journey. I was going to show you guys, throughout the years with my dreadlocks. I've been having my dreadlocks for almost 7 years now. And if you guys are new to the channel or you're just tuning in, I cut my dreadlocks about a month ago, halfway, well, more than half. So these are the results right now. I know some of you are like, oh, what do you mean you've been growing up for 7 years? That's all you got? No, it was long. Check out my old previous videos and you'll see how long my dreadlocks were. But I just thought, let me just be real with you guys. Let me just be transparent and give you guys an insight of what I actually, what got me here. So without further ado, let's get right into it. My whole life, I was overweight. I was always the fat, chubby kid. Always. I know it's kind of hard, to see that now. But I have my phases where I actually, gain a lot of weight and I just lose it. But so I was always the fat, chubby kid. I was always the kid that people picked on. I was always the kid that, I was the end of everybody's jokes. It's just I was just a fat kid. Being the fat kid, you gotta humble yourself. Everybody's joking on you. No girls want to be with you. No girls want to be sleeping with the big kid, fat kid. Like I got all that shit, and because of that, it built a lot of character. I'm very humble. I'm very blessed within myself now. And it brought a lot of turmoil because it brought a lot of self-hate too. Because I used to hate the way I looked, and I used to hate how people perceived me. So it taught me a lot of things in that notion as well. So in high school is when I actually started growing my hair. I believe I started growing my hair in 10th grade, and that's why I was like, you know what, this is it. I'm gonna just lose all my weight because I was getting to the point, I was hitting puberty, and everybody, was experimenting with their bodies, having sex, and and no woman wanted to sleep with the fat boy, So I was just like, man, I'm about to break these women down. So for 3 months I starved myself. I don't know exactly how much I weighed, man, but I knew I starved myself, and I knew I lost about 60 pounds. I starved myself, and I used to run every day. My parents had a treadmill in the house, and I used to run on that treadmill like faithfully, anytime I could, right after school, right before bed, right before school, man. I used to run on that thing faithfully because I was determined, man. And that's one thing I do know about myself. Once I'm determined to do something, I do it. There's nobody's going to tell me. Now, during this phase of me losing weight, I was growing my hair because I was just like, man, I'm going to be a whole new me. I'm going to be a whole new person, I didn't want people to see me as as the guy they saw me before. I wanted people to see me as like somebody else, because I didn't like the guy who I was, which is crazy because, you should always love yourself. But, I was young. I was like 14, 15. Like, I just wanted something new for me, So I was growing my hair, man. And I remember those stages, man. I had like nice little ush bush, the J5 bush, and it was just growing. And I kept telling myself like, yo, man, I'm not gonna get my hair done unless I have some hang time because I'll be the one. I'll be that guy. I would clown you if you had hair and you had no hang time and you was out there walking cornrows, boy, I lit your ass up. So when I first started my hair journey, I used to just get gel twist, and then it just it went into like plaits and twist. My mom used to do my twist all the time, and then I started getting cornrows because I had like a little hang time, man. But it was hanging. So after those 3 months, and that's when people noticed that I was getting skinnier. Because I was still wearing my fat boy clothes, I didn't have a job, but then I eventually got a job and I started buying myself some more clothes, and my hair was getting longer too. But after like a good year, and then I was a new man. I think this is like around I think I was in the 11th grade when I came back, and people was looking at me and like, who is this boy? I was a late bloomer too, man. I don't think I didn't really hit my growth spurt till I was like in the 11th grade. I was like 16, 17. So right now I'm only 5'9", guys. I'm only 5'9". So I didn't really get tall until like my last 2 years of high school. So after that, I started exploring myself. I started exploring women. And it was cool. And I think it was around my senior year. They gave me the day. They gave me a couple of names, man. They gave me my name is Vincent. All right. But it wasn't until college that I switched my name to Vinny. But it was a couple of few people who try to, get on me, be like, "Oh man, you skinny Vinny now. You just skinny. You just skinny." And I'm like, "All right, I'll take that. I mean, it's better than being fat Vinny." Or in college, they used to call me Pretty Vinny because I was like a real pretty boy. That's another story. But yeah. So through when I had my hair, my hair was a bit longer in those couple of years. Um, I used to get the same hairstyle all the time. I used to experiment, but I knew it worked for me. At the time, twist wasn't a thing. All right, not a lot of people were rocking twists, and not a lot of people were had long hair anyway. The only people who had like long hair was like the weird guys, at the chess club, or they freaking worked at they work at a game center, and they just had the nice little, not even nice, they just have a hat with the long dreads and big ass polo t-shirts. Weird guys had hair. It wasn't a thing for guys to have long hair. It just wasn't. Back in my day, I know it's, you guys looking at just like, what you mean? Like, it's 2020. No, but back in the day, like, I'm gonna say like a good 2005, 6, it wasn't a thing for guys to have long hair. It just wasn't a thing. Times have changed now. So I appreciated the fact that I did have long hair. I rocked twist all the time. That was like my go-to hairstyle. That was my go-to hairstyle, and my mom used to do my twist all the time. So like that was like time for me and her to have our bonding time together, because I was coming into a man. I was getting these hoes. My mom couldn't stop me. But that was that was like our a good R&R time. So I think it was around like 2014. I was saying to myself, I was like, man, like I'm tired of having this long hair. I was just tired because it's a long process, because I was like, I would have to unravel my hair, I would comb my hair out, shampoo my hair, condition my hair, blow dry out my hair, then get my hair done for like 4 or 5 hours. Yo, it was a long time. It's a very long time, and I was going back and forth for like a good like couple of months, and I kept saying to myself like, yo, I'm gonna just say F it and just cut it. I was about to cut it, but I was just like, damn, man, I don't know who I'm gonna look like with my hair cut. And I had a couple of girls just tell me, yo, why don't you just dread it? And I was like, dread it. Now, the reason my dreads wasn't my go-to, because I was just like, yo, I had a negative connotation when it comes to dreadlocks. The guys who I seen had dreads, they all look like, they just, the common stereotypes, they look like thugs, they look dirty. None of the guys who I actually seen with dreadlocks actually had their hair up right. But yo, I didn't care, man. I was just saying to myself, I'm just tired. Me getting my hair done used to take a long process. I would have to take off work. I would have to cancel dates. I would have to cancel hanging out with the boys just to get my hair done. And I hated that. Once somebody told me, yo, dreads takes like a good hour. You in and you out. Boom, boom, boom. I was like, say less. And honestly, when I started my dreadlocks, I think it was around like 2013, 2014. When I started my dreadlocks, yo, I didn't know anything about it. I swear to you guys, I did none of my research. I didn't know ish about ish, man. Looking back at it, there are a couple of things that I wished I would have, done, or which I wish I wouldn't have done. But like I said, that's all part of the journey. It is the journey. And when I look back at it now, I'm just like, oh man, I could have done that thing. I could have done that different. But throughout the years, I made it work. I made it work for me, and this is my look now. So when I first started my dreadlocks, I started my dreadlocks with the 2-strand twist. I told you, me and my mother, she used to always do my 2-strand twist. Now, that's where it stopped for me and my mother, because she didn't know how to do dreadlocks, and I just didn't trust her to do dreadlocks, because that's just how I am. Like, unless you actually have an experience, that's when I'm gonna trust you. But my mom, she just didn't have no experience, and and I'm just like, all right, well, my mom, she used to take like 3-4 hours to get my hair done, and I'm just like, yo, man, I'm not letting you do that again. Like, I'm trying to get in now. I'm trying to get the full experience. So I met a girl, and who I eventually, did my thing with. That's another story. That's another story. But she was interested to do my dreads, and actually, she was more interested in me. All right, and I worked my way in, and when I said I worked my way in, boy, I worked my way in. So she so when she started doing my dreadlocks, she started doing me. Dang, all right, let me stop. Yo, hit the like button, man. Hit the like button, man. So she basically schooled me with dreadlocks. You know, she taught me, you know, what to expect, what's going to happen. And when I first got my dreadlocks done, yo, it unraveled like that, you know, because this texture of my hair is very thin and curly. You know, it just was what it was. But you know, I shouldn't have started out my dread because of my hair texture. I shouldn't have started out with twists. And again, when I started out with twists, my hair was like, my mom used to do like really really skinny ass twists, and that's why like I have a lot of locks now. Like I have a lot of stringy twists. I mean, stringy locks. You know, I looking back at it, I wish she would have done them a bit thicker. But like I said, I didn't know. And back in the day, man, I used to use beeswax all the time. I used to use that heavy because yo, it would hold my hair. And that's what I'm telling you, man. Like I did no research with dreadlocks, man. I just basically like the woman. I'm like, yo, man, do your thing. And it wasn't until you know, of course, me in the relationship with the girl who started my hair ended because you know, shit happens and she got back with her baby daddy. You know, it is what it is. I didn't care. So I started, you know, venturing out, you know, which is great. That was different women have different techniques and methods when it comes to dreadlocks. So you learn as you go. And that's why I do advise people, you know, like it's great to get your hair done from one person, but like if you can venture out, you know, see what they can do and see what they can't do. I had some woman who would do my hair locks perfect from the strand. Like I had a girl who actually, you know, take up when she part my hair, it was so perfect the way how she parted. But it took her such a long time. I didn't like that. And then I met girls who would do my hair like that, boom, boom, boom. They take it like an hour, but they just couldn't style. There's a lot of girls. There's a lot of, you know, locticians out there who can just do the dreadlocks gracefully, but they just can't style. And it wasn't until I found somebody who actually did my dreadlocks for the longest. She's been doing my dreadlocks for the past I'm gonna say like the past 3 years, and unfortunately we there's a miscommunication, and we she stopped doing my dreadlocks, and it's unfortunate, man, but you know, life goes on, and I wish nothing but the best for her. But other than that, man, like that's pretty much how I started my dreadlock journey. And you know, I mean, you know, my dreads really didn't start to drop because, like I said, my hair was already long. When I started my dreadlocks, my hair was like to my chest. And then when I started my dreads, it shriveled all the way up. It was shorter than what my hair is right now. My hair is pretty, I mean, I consider this is a good length. This is a good length, all right? But my hair was like, it was short. Like, so say like these were my regular hair. It's like my regular hair. My dreads, y'all, that's what it was. But like I said, I did have an advantage between most other people. You know, most other people, they don't start out with long hair. So it is what it is. But when I started out, I did have a nice little length. I was able to, no, I wasn't able to put in a ponytail. But I think it wasn't until the second year of my having locks, that's when it finally like dropped to what it is right now. It matured because it took my hair a long time to lock. It took my hair about almost a year. Like I said, it all depends on how you start out your dreadlocks, and it all depends on your hair type will determine how long your hair will be. I mean, well, how your dread will turn out to be. But you know, throughout the years, it just kept going longer and longer and longer and longer, man. And like I said, everybody hairs grow, but I think there are certain advantages to how fast your hair can grow at which rate. I'm gonna make a video about that. I'm gonna tell you certain foods and vitamins and minerals that you should be taking if you want to stimulate your hair growth. But it got to a point, like I said, to this year. Well, actually, for the past 2 years, I've been saying to myself, like, you know, man, I'm just ready for something new. And it wasn't until this year I decided, I was like, you know, man, I'm just cutting my dreadlocks, and this is what I have right now. Nice and good. So, you know, that's pretty much me summing up. You know, I'm sure I missed a lot of things, a lot of parts of my journey. But like I said, this video is getting long. It's almost about 14, 15 minutes. But that pretty much sums up my dreadlock journey, guys. Just like you guys, man, it took time, it took patience, it took discipline, but that's the journey. There's a lot of mistakes that I made. There's a lot of things that I wish I didn't have done. There's a lot of things that I am proud that I did do. But like I said, at the end of the day, man, it just takes time, and you got to go with the journey. You have to stick to it, man. Don't give up, man. You know, because it's hair. You know, just leave it alone, let it be, and let it grow naturally. You know, that's really all it takes, man. And that's pretty much all I have to say right now. Like furthermore, man, just hit the like button, man. Let me know in the comment box down below. Let me know your journey. You know, like I would love to hear everybody else's journey. You know, but this is just me trying to simplify my journey to you guys. I know, like I said, I just don't think I've explained that. But you know, if you ever want to know my journey, come to this video right now. And like I said, let me know in the comment box down below about your journey, and we could talk about it. Man, I would love to hear everybody else's journey. Let me know in the comment box down below about your journey, or are you thinking about growing it again, or you already cut it, or you think about it just growing it for the first time. Let me know, guys. This has been Vinny Matthews. This is Vinny Matthews. God dang, that joke, get in there. And I'm out.